You're lying in bed at 2 a.m., again, staring at the ceiling, your mind racing, and you're thinking, when did sleep become this hard? Here's the truth. After 40, your body's sleep architecture changes dramatically, and nobody warned you about it. But what if I told you that in just 14 days, you could rewire your sleep patterns using a scientifically backed protocol that's helped thousands of people over 40 reclaim their nights? Sounds too good to be true, right? Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal will transform not just your sleep, but your entire quality of life. Let's dive in. 1. Why sleep falls apart after 40. The science nobody talks about. Let me tell you something shocking. Your brain produces 70% less melatonin at 50 than it did at 20. That's not a typo. 70%. But here's what really blew my mind when I researched this. It's not just about melatonin. After 40, your deep sleep cycles shrink from 90 minutes to barely 30 minutes per night. That's the restorative sleep where your body literally repairs itself, consolidates memories, and balances hormones. Think about it this way. Your sleep system is like a vintage car. It still works, but it needs more maintenance, better fuel, and specific adjustments. You can't drive it the same way you did at 25 and expect the same performance. Key insight. The circadian rhythm shifts forward as we age, meaning you naturally want to sleep earlier and wake earlier. Fighting this biological reality is like swimming against a riptide. And here's the kicker. Most sleep advice online is designed for 20-somethings pulling all-nighters. It doesn't address the metabolic, hormonal, and neurological changes happening in your body right now. But wait, there's something even more critical you need to understand first. 2. The 3 hidden sleep destroyers sabotaging your nights. You know what's crazy? Most people over 40 are unknowingly doing 3 things every single day that guarantee bad sleep, and they have no idea. Sleep destroyer 1, the cortisol roller coaster. After 40, your stress hormone, cortisol, doesn't drop as efficiently at night. One study from Stanford found that 68% of people over 40 have elevated evening cortisol, which is basically like trying to sleep with an internal alarm bell ringing. Real talk? I used to check emails right before bed, thinking I was being productive. Turns out, I was triggering a cortisol spike that kept me wired until midnight. The moment I created a digital sunset at 8 p.m., everything changed. Sleep destroyer 2, the blood sugar spike. Here's something your doctor probably didn't tell you. Eating carbs within 3 hours of bedtime causes blood sugar fluctuations that wake you up between 2 to 4 a.m. That's not insomnia, that's biochemistry. Your body releases adrenaline to stabilize crashing glucose levels, and boom, you're wide awake. Sleep destroyer number 3, temperature chaos. Your core body temperature needs to drop 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate sleep. But after 40, thermoregulation becomes less efficient. Hot flashes, night sweats, or just feeling off temperature-wise, that's your body struggling with this process. The pattern. All 3 destroyers create a vicious cycle. Poor sleep raises cortisol, which destabilizes blood sugar, which disrupts temperature control, which ruins sleep. We need to break this chain. Now here's where it gets interesting. The solution is simpler than you think. 3. The 14-day sleep reset protocol, your step-by-step plan. Let's be honest, you don't need complicated sleep studies or expensive gadgets. You need a systematic approach that addresses your specific biology. Here's the exact protocol. Days 1 through 3, the foundation phase. Morning, within 30 minutes of waking. Get 10 to 15 minutes of direct sunlight exposure. Yes, even if it's cloudy. This resets your circadian clock and boosts morning cortisol, which is good. You want it high in AM, low at night. Evening, 2 to 3 hours before bed. Set your thermostat to 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Dim all lights by 50%. Use warm bulbs only. No screens without blue light filters. The goal: reset your body's internal clock. You won't sleep perfectly yet, but you're laying the groundwork. Days 4 through 7, the metabolic fix. Now we add the nutrition protocol. Last meal by 6 p.m. or 4 hours before bed minimum. Dinner composition: 40% protein, 40% healthy fats, 20% low glycemic carbs. Example: grilled salmon, avocado, leafy greens with olive oil, small portion of quinoa. Why this works: protein and fats stabilize blood sugar for 6 to 8 hours. You'll notice you're not waking up at 2 a.m. anymore. One woman in our community called this the miracle shift. After 5 nights, her sleep tracker showed she stopped waking up 4 to 5 times per night. Add this supplement stack. Consult your doctor first. Magnesium glycinate, 400 milligrams, relaxes muscles, calms nervous system. L-theanine, 200 milligrams, reduces cortisol without sedation. Optional: tart cherry juice, natural melatonin source. Quick thing, if you're finding this valuable and thinking, why didn't anyone tell me this before? Do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people over 40 discover this life-changing information. Plus, smash the bell icon because I'm dropping a hormone balancing guide next week that pairs perfectly with this sleep protocol. Now let's get to the final phase where everything clicks. 4. The advanced optimization, days 8 to 14. This is where you level up from sleeping okay to sleeping like you did at 30. The cortisol dump technique. Do this at 7 to 8 p.m. Spend 10 minutes doing gentle stretching or yin yoga. But here's the secret. Pair it with box breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. Repeat for 5 minutes. A study from Harvard Medical School found this combination drops cortisol by 31% within 15 minutes. 31%. That's more effective than most sleep medications, with 0 side effects. The temperature hack. Take a hot shower or bath 90 minutes before bed. When you get out, your body temperature drops rapidly, mimicking the natural sleep trigger. Bonus: add Epsom salts. Magnesium absorbs through skin. The cognitive shutdown. Keep a brain dump journal on your nightstand. Spend 5 minutes writing every worry, task, or thought. This externalized processing reduces nighttime rumination by 40%, according to sleep researchers. The bedroom optimization. Blackout curtains. Even tiny light exposure suppresses melatonin. White noise machine masks disruptive sounds. Separate blankets if you have a partner. Temperature preferences differ. Real results. By day 10, you should notice falling asleep in under 20 minutes, sleeping through the night or waking only once briefly, waking up feeling actually refreshed. But here's the question everyone asks at this point. 5. What if you're still struggling? Troubleshooting guide. Let's address the elephant in the room. What if you do everything right and still can't sleep? Check these medical factors. Sleep apnea affects 30% of people over 40. Get tested if you snore or wake gasping. Thyroid dysfunction. Even subclinical hypothyroidism destroys sleep. Perimenopause, menopause. Hormonal shifts need specific interventions. Medications, beta blockers, antidepressants, corticosteroids all disrupt sleep. Here's what most people don't realize. Insomnia after 40 is often a symptom, not the root problem. One of our community members struggled for 8 months. Turned out her evening blood pressure medication was the culprit. One timing adjustment, problem solved. The 14-day checkpoint. If you're not seeing 70% improvement by day 14, book a sleep study. Modern home sleep tests are affordable and insurance covered. Don't suffer in silence. Chronic sleep deprivation after 40 accelerates cognitive decline, increases diabetes risk by 37%, and raises cardiovascular disease risk by 45%. You deserve better than exhausted mornings and foggy afternoons. All right, let's bring this home. Here's what we covered. Your sleep changes after 40 due to hormonal shifts, reduced melatonin, and circadian rhythm changes, but you can absolutely fix it with the right protocol. The 14-day reset focuses on 3 pillars: light exposure timing, metabolic stabilization through nutrition, and cortisol management through evening routines. Now, I'm curious, which part of this protocol are you starting tonight? Morning sunlight exposure or the evening cortisol dump technique? Drop A or B in the comments and tell me what your biggest sleep struggle has been. I read every single comment and often create follow-up videos based on your questions. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. It means the world and helps us reach more people who are suffering through sleepless nights, thinking it's just part of aging. Hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Speaking of which, if you're a woman over 40, your hormones are playing a massive role in your sleep quality. In my next video, I'm revealing the complete hormone balancing protocol that addresses estrogen, progesterone, and cortisol, the trifecta that controls everything from sleep to energy to weight. You won't believe how these simple adjustments can transform your entire life. I'll see you there. Sleep well, my friend. You've got this.